Hey guys, Chavez here from ChavezCreative Company. Hope you're having a wonderful week. It's a great day so far. There's a couple of clouds in the sky, a little bit of blue, but you know what? It's Seattle. What do you expect? So today, guys, we're going to talk about relationship marketing and how your video content will reflect that type of marketing. What relationship marketing really does, it helps to build up customer loyalty, and it also helps with your business's brand. So within this relationship marketing topic, there are 5 things that we're going to talk about, 5 points that are going to define what relationship marketing is and the videos that coincide with it. So here are the 5 points that we're going to talk about. Basic marketing, reactive marketing, accountable marketing, proactive marketing, and partnership marketing. So let's honestly start with the very beginning in basic marketing. So the first step honestly in basic marketing is to show your target audience exactly what your product or service offers, how it can benefit them, what issues that it's going to solve, all these things wrapped up into one basic marketing strategy. And the video that best goes with this is the introduction video. If you've seen a lot of my episodes, a lot of my videos, you'll know that introduction videos to me is the most important video in a business's marketing plan. It lets them know what you do, how you do it, why you do it. And it also shows that the face to your business, so that way they can understand who they're talking to. Your target audience isn't going into something blindly. They know your face, they've heard from you, they see what you can offer, and if it's something that piques their interest, if it's something that they think is gonna benefit them, you're gonna get a call, and then you're gonna get everything going from that point on. Next, let's move on to reactive marketing. In this step, your company is receiving feedback after the sale. And the best video that you can use for this step is a testimonial video. And a testimonial video is very important in this regard because you are getting feedback from that client. What a great way to express how your product or service has helped them, has solved these issues that's plagued their business for a long time. And the types of things that your client can say in a testimonial, I mean, they could talk about the processes in learning whatever product you sell or how that service benefit them, the steps that they use, the steps that they went through to get to, from A to B, and everything in between. And then they can even end it with talking about the company itself, how it was working with you, how friendly you were, if your breath smelled. There's a couple of things that you could do. They probably wouldn't say that last part though. But a testimonial video is very, very important, and it fits perfectly with this because feedback. It's a word of mouth. Word of mouth is it's a marketing tool that will never end. It's a marketing tool that happens no matter what. Next, we're gonna move on to accountable marketing. So this one actually coincides with the one that we just talked about, because this is when your client reaches out and it has suggestions for you for your product and or service. Ways to improve it, things that work, things that don't. I mean, these are good things, especially if you're a brand new business, if you're a startup. And the testimonial video works perfectly as well for this one because think about it. If you're getting suggestions on something, you want that. You want that feedback. And so those testimonial videos that you're doing before of things that work, you're gonna use that. You're gonna pull those out. Obviously, you're not gonna highlight things that don't work. That's behind the scenes. But you want that feedback. And you still are gonna want a testimonial with this one because the suggestions, there are gonna be some bad ones, but there's also gonna be some good things that your client will talk about. So highlight those good things, but man, listen, I don't care how deep they get in breaking your service or destroying your product. It's positive feedback, it's growth, it's what's going to make your business from good to great. And this also leads into the next step, proactive marketing. So proactive is where your business actually improves on the feedback that you received, and it helps your business improve going forward. So based on the feedback, you made all the corrections. You curated it and crafted it so that it works to perfection. And the video that's going to help express what you've done, express the changes, is a product placement video. So product placement is fantastic. I mean, it's what is going to hook you in. It's what's going to show that product or that service. So let's use Sprite as an example. Sprite's demographic is normally the younger audience with like 30s, maybe late 20s, if you will. And they always use either athletes or they use famous hip-hop artists at the time. And when they show their product, it's always during a hot day, or it's always during something where there's a lot of activity and the can is always condensating. right? So it looks really cold, it looks really inviting. And then you hear the crisp opening of the can and you see them drinking it. And instantly you're going to say to yourself, you know, it is actually a hot day. That can looks really cold. And then you see the afterwards, you know, the after effect of every soda commercial, and you get that same effect when you see them. You're like, wow, that looks really refreshing. I want a can now. So they use product placement in a perfect way where they show you that this product is really, really gonna quench your thirst. And also it's going to add these really cool, fun hip hop elements to it. And it kind of lures you in a perfect little ad. And that's how you're going to curate your product or your service, whatever it is that you're wanting to pitch. Product placement is exactly the thing that's going to bring them that hook, that tagline, that specific feature that's going to make them want what you offer even more than ever. And lastly, we're going to talk about partnership marketing. So partnership marketing involves collaborating with other businesses to create something satisfying that you want to dive into, much like when you do a product placement video. So for this one, you're going to create a promotional video. You're going to showcase how these two companies will come together and the amazing thing that they're going to release. So for an example, let's talk about Xbox and PlayStation. Now, there are two rival video game companies that have been pumping out titles and consoles year after year after year, and there's always that question, are you PlayStation or are you Xbox? Now imagine, if you will, if both of them combined forces and made one console, one super console for every gamer alive. Now both of these companies have an amazing brand. You just have to see both of their logos and you know what to expect. Now if both of those companies combine forces, based on just what you know and your experience with them, that brand is going to, it's going to soar through the roof because the gaming community knows what to expect product-wise from both of those businesses. And the partnership like this would gain so much attention, so much interest in not just the gaming world, but like if you have stock in Sony, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of factors that come into play. But the fact is, partnerships sometimes are effective, sometimes they don't. It just depends on the product, depends on what it is that you're selling. But the great thing about this is both of the companies are getting attention. They're both getting eyes, they're both getting a lot out of this because partnering up, I mean, there's a lot of positive things that can happen. And guys, the power of video is very strong. I mean, it showcases exactly the things that you want your audience to see. Remember, show, don't tell. That is the underlining theme of everything. So when it comes to your video content, what is missing in your marketing strategy? What is missing in your business when it comes to video content? And what stories still need to be told? And that's why I wanted to create this video, because I wanted you to see the differences in all these other different aspects of marketing, partnership, all these things. Once you understand what types of videos you can make, what types of videos should be created, then once you start formulating your marketing calendar, your marketing plan of what you're gonna do for that week or that month, you'll know exactly right away, okay, we need a product placement here, we need an introduction video there, and you'll start cranking out content. And what's gonna happen? You're gonna start getting a lot of eyes, leads, it's gonna all head down in a positive direction. But the key thing is consistency. When you're creating things like this, when you're creating video marketing content, be consistent. Always generate something. Hey guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I truly appreciate it. And guys, if you haven't had a chance to subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate you hit that like, subscribe, notification bell so you can be notified of all things, all that fun jazz. And if you know anyone that would benefit from this video, please share this link with them. Let them get something out of this, because that's the goal of these videos. The goal of these videos is to educate and to help you grow your business and understand video marketing as best as you possibly can. And guys, on that note, have a great rest of your week, and I will see you on the flip side.